and welcome to Saffron Model Railways. This week it's something a little different, as I had been asked how the trains automatically uncouple when they've pulled into Mallaig Station. It's not a new topic, it has been covered before, but as I've been asked, I thought I'd show you how I make the couplings out of scrap materials. They work pretty well with all tension lock couplings, particularly well with the older style mainline ones, but not too bad with Hornby, Bachmann, Acura Scale, Heljan, etc. As I think you can see from the videos at the end. So firstly, these are the tools you'll need to do it. A small pin hammer, a very sharp knife of some sort, a small steel rule, a drill and some track pins. You don't have to use track pins, you could glue it down or tuck it under the sleepers. I tend to use track pins. They're pretty indistinguishable once you've input them, and you can always take them out if you need to. The other thing you'll need is a sheet. You probably can't see that very well. A sheet of plastic. This is typically one of those that you might get off a bound copy of a file or something that somebody's put together. Very, very thin and flexible, as you can see. You can also buy them on eBay. First thing you need to do is to just cut out your plastic uncoupler, and I tend to make these about 10 centimetres long by about 1 centimetre wide. So the first thing to do is to take your sharp knife, move it over to the centre. You can approximate a centimetre, I'm sure, and just cut that quite rigidly. Like that, and then you probably can't see it on the film, but there you've got your uncoupler. Quite simple. So now you've got your piece of plastic cut there. What you need to do is to nail this down onto the track. I tend to use track pins. You could just glue it down, you could just tuck it under one of the sleepers before you glue that down. That's a bit fiddly. I tend to use a track pin because you can then get the thing up. So firstly you need to drill a hole. Just pop that in there and pop a hole in. And take yourself a track pin and just put that through as such. And then what you need to do, I like to get the thing, I like to get the uncoupler about something like 9mm high. That tends to work. So anywhere between 8mm and 1 centimetre will probably do. This is the thing, you might just need to play about with it just to get it right. So if I then hold that in place roughly where it needs to be, drill another hole through the sleeper like so. Take another track pin, pop that in, and there, if you can see on the camera, you've got your uncoupler sticking up above the track. It's fairly inconspicuous, like that. What you could do if you really wanted to, if you wanted to blend it in a little bit more, you could use a Sharpie marker like that and just colour it in, depends on your preference I suppose. But that's how you do it. So I'll just set the carriages up and I'll give it a demonstration. Okay, so we've now got the thing in place and I've just set up a couple of carriages. As you can see, they're coupled up. I've put some arrows where the uncoupler is just so that you can see. See there, I'm trying to separate them and they won't. But if I run the carriages over to the centre of the uncoupler, like that, and it uncouples. run them over, they just flick over no problem, but then if you just line them up over the carriage, over the uncoupler, you've got it there, they come apart. One cheap and simple uncoupling device. Thanks for watching, and I do hope it was useful to you. As you can see from the video, it does work with a variety of couplings, and I hope that's been demonstrated there.